Hello, and welcome to Diego C. Palace. Good evening, everyone, and Merry Christmas to everyone, and hopefully a Happy New Year incoming to everyone out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is a live watch-alongs, 2 matches going on. It is, of course, Brighton, also Arsenal at home, and the Arsenal game has just kicked off. It kicked off at 15:15. It was about 5 minutes late. It's against Ipswich Town, of course. And the other fixture, of course, is Brighton at home to Brentford. And it looks like a goal has been disallowed there already. And so it was chalked off for Brentford, I believe. So there you go. Refereeing decisions already helping Brighton fans. I'll say no more. Unbelievable. But welcome to Diego C. Palace. So you can see you got penny for the guy or money penny there. Lucky Crystal Palace hat and scarf to put off those Brighton fans and to put off I suppose we need Ipswich Town to drop points, but I want Arsenal and Ipswich Town to drop points. I want all of them to drop points. As salty as a Crystal Palace man I am, but Merry Christmas to all of them. Got the lively beach towel there on its way out, and of course the Donald Duck there. Please hit a like and subscribe to Diego C. Palace. It's 0-0 in both fixtures. And while we speak, I'm just going to get things set up. Please hit a like. Help me to get to... let's put this on here. Let's turn this down so it goes on here. Go just put on here. Please hit a like. And I put the description of the players of the lineups already in the description or below the description, so help yourself there. I'll put it in the chat in a minute. Please hit like and comment. As you enter the live stream chat. Oh yeah, and subscribe. Ooh. Oh. Still 0-0. 10 minutes into Arsenal versus Ipswich. And just put in here in the chat, hopefully if anyone comes in, they can like and subscribe. Right, there you go. Right, let's get the match up and running because I'm late. It's 0-0, I believe, in both fixtures. The Brighton versus Brentford match that kicked off a bit earlier on, but Arsenal kicked off about 15 minutes ago. And right, let's get these on so you guys can't hear the. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Thank you very much, everyone, for the support thus far. Amazing support from everyone out there with watching, views, subscriptions, likes, comments, everything. You guys are all absolutely amazing, and I mean that. Thank you very much. It means a lot. New content creator here doing watch-alongs, Crystal Palace men, Crystal Palace women. As you can see, today's Arsenal versus Ipswich, and also on the other matches, Brighton versus Brentford. And a goal has been disallowed, I believe, for Brentford. Typically, the referees helping the Brighton fans all the time. Say no more. Right, here we go. It's let's get the match up and running. It's of course Arsenal. Let's get this running. And let's make sure no one can hear it. Oh, yes, I've got the match up and running. I am on 9 minutes. So I'm a little bit behind for you lot. I am very late anyway. But please hit the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 10 likes. I've never had 10 likes before, so that would be great. But I've got 5 likes last night, so that was pretty amazing. And also, if you can help me get to 1.7k, I'm about 15 subscribers away from 1.7, which is absolutely insane, absolute madness. But it's the support from all of you. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas. I hope you're having some time off work or your routine to recharge for the new year. So I hope you and all your families are all doing well. Good afternoon, should I say good evening, Ajit Majoran. I believe you're in the Kingdom of Nepal. Hope you're doing well and keeping safe. Big up to you. He's put it in the chat there. And it's still 0-0 here, Ajit Majoran, and anybody else hearing out there, between Arsenal and Ipswich in the Premier League. It kicked off. I placed the lineups on the I'm going to quickly get the actually before I do that, let me just get this running. Oh Lord, I'm doing too many things at once here. It's a throw into Arsenal here, and it's Timber back to throw in the ball for it's gone in, and it started very fast. The first 10 minutes, I'd say, it was the end-to-end a little bit, but it's kind of calmed down now into the 10th minute now. I'm on just approaching 11 minutes, and I have to say now that both sides are sort of sighing each other out. It's the tempo's just calmed down a little bit now, and Arsenal here working with the ball. Let me just I need to get a drink going, guys, because I'm like really thirsty. It's been a mad day. And oh, it's almost good morning there. Oh my days! I hope I haven't woken you up there. So you must be in there. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, because you are ahead. You must be about, I would say, 4 or 5 hours ahead of us. Greenwich Mean Time. Hopefully Ipswich can win, but my projection is 3-0 Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, I don't know Ipswich. Ideally, as a Crystal Palace fan, I need Ipswich Town to drop points, and I suppose anyone in the top half of the top 4, they would want Arsenal to drop points. But Arsenal, you have to, I think you have to say quite fairly, is Arsenal are favourite for this fixture. I have put up the lineups on the. I'm just pouring a drink at the moment, people, so just bear with me. I'm very thirsty. And let me just prop you over there. Grab you with the ball. Oh, Jesus tried to flick her there by the goalkeeper for Ipswich. Gets the ball out. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you're all well. I've still got it as oh no, I've got this wrong actually. Hold on a minute. Yeah, definitely still 0-0. But Ipswich Town are penned back at the moment. And also Declan Rice on the ball there. Hang on a minute. I'm going to put the lineups, Ajit Majoran and anybody else watching. I've put it in the description, but I'm going to move it over to the oh, hello. Arsenal on attack here. Trossard on the ball. Odegaard. Lewis-Skelly. Trossard is blocked by the Ipswich defender for an Arsenal corner. I'm on 13 minutes, 20 seconds here. And Arsenal have clearly penned back Ipswich Town in the first half here. Paste. And good defending by Ipswich Town. And this is the what Arsenal players do is they stand outside the 6-yard penalty little area, and they then they run into the penalty area. And so really at the moment it's just the goalkeeper there in front of his defenders, and it's a tactic now. And then they run in. Few Arsenal players end up falling over, and as usual, trying to find the referee to give him a penalty. But it didn't come to anything, that set piece. And this across from the outside to the penalty area by Ipswich. Good defending. Rice there, trying to get the ball off the Ipswich player. And Phillips now is doing, he didn't touch him. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. You see what I mean? The Arsenal players diving all over the place, trying to get, and they tried to do that against my Palace in the cup in the first half, where there was no VAR, trying to get a decision off the referee, trying to douche them. Copy. And so there's their lineup for Arsenal, and this is the lineup for Ipswich Town. And Ipswich Town. There we go. And it is still 0-0 in both fixtures, as I can see it. I'm also going to try and put also I've got some munchies. Don't forget you can eat and drink while you do your watch along. I've got a few little nibbles there to get stuck in later on. Quite frankly, I want Arsenal, Ipswich Town, Brighton. The only one I don't want to drop points, I suppose, as a Crystal Palace is Brentford. All of them. Now I want all of them to drop points, but I suppose it is what it is. Oh, unbelievable. Hold on a minute. Let's try and get the other match up. Oh, it's not working. Never mind. Here's Martinelli on the ball. I can't see this. I think my brightness is not good enough on this. How do I increase? That's better. That's better. I can see it now. That's a bit better. And oh yeah, I haven't put the officials. Let me quickly go and put the officials. The officials there. Ipswich Town manager. They're having a word there with his players. I'm actually going to put the. I mean, everyone knows who the managers are, but I'm going to put them on them anyway, just in case anyone doesn't know. Of course, the manager for Arsenal is Mikel Arteta. Arsenal manager. It's Mikel Arteta. And the Ipswich Town, of course, is Kieran McKenna, who in his youth, when he was a player back in the day, he was on the books for Tottenham Hotspur. So he probably, if he's a Tottenham Hotspur fan, he probably would want to beat Tottenham Arsenal, I suppose. I'm not sure if he's a Tottenham Hotspur fan, though. It's just that he was on record that he used to be on Tottenham Hotspur's books. And Ipswich Town manager, it's, of course, Mr. McKenna, or his full name is Kieran McKenna. Right, I've put that in the chat if anyone's interested to see that. Still 0-0. First 10 minutes was a little bit bright. I'm coming up to 80 minutes. So you lot are probably on 20 minutes, a bit more. And the first 10 minutes, the first 6 minutes, I thought that it was high tempo, either end, both players trying to seek each other out. But after 10 minutes, it kind of calmed down a bit more. Now Ipswich Town are penned back. And I'm quite happy to see Arsenal play the ball in front of them. But very good defending by Ipswich Town, in my opinion. Please hit the likes. Help me get to 5 likes. If you can, help me get to 10 likes. Never had 10 likes on a watch along. And also, if you can, help me subscribe if you're new at Diego C. Palace. I'm about 15, 16 subscribers away from 1.7k, which is absolutely insane for me. I can't believe it, but it's absolutely brilliant. And good luck to you, Mr. or Mrs. Shay or Miss or Mr. Shay. Arsenal win a shot from outside the area. And that was on target. Arsenal nearly scoring there as Shay Arsenal drops into the chat. Let's have a look. It comes in all the way from the midfield. What a lovely strike there by Timber, but it did go into the hands of the goalkeeper. It was on target. The goalkeeper still had to make a save. And the Arsenal fans saying that the Ipswich Town keeper is taking too long. Remember to hit the... Oh, thank you very much, Shay Arsenal, for dropping that comment. Big up to you. Good. Well, I want Ipswich Town, Arsenal, and Brighton all to lose points, but you can't have everyone dropping points because they're all playing. But good luck to you, Shay Arsenal. Thank you for dropping in there. Shay Arsenal says big up, and then also says remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new here. Thank you very much, Shay Arsenal, for dropping that. That means a lot. You are, and a good evening to Steve RSC. I hope you're doing good out there. Cheers to all of you in the chat and anyone watching on playback. Please hit the likes. Can we get to 5 likes? That would be amazing. Yesterday, I was very close to getting 10 likes. But hey ho, if we get the one there, we will. And this is Arsenal. He's been fouled. Referee. Our referee's played on. Arsenal still got the possession here. Good defending from Ipswich Town. Trossard crossing the ball over to the right-hand side. I'm just going to turn this up because I can't hear. Here is Martinelli on the right-hand side. Martinelli back on the ball. He's been pushed back by the press of Ipswich Town defending. Ball's now on the left-hand side. Trossard on the ball on the left-hand side. I think that's Gabriel. Trossard and Ipswich Town intercept, and the ball goes out for an Arsenal throw-in. Mikel Arteta's going back to his seat. He looks like he's got the ump. I don't know why. They're doing quite well. Big up to you, Shay Arsenal. And also I'm watching Steve. I'm watching the Arsenal. Big up to you, Steve. Yeah, so am I. Brentford scored, but it was offside. Yes, I heard. I didn't see it. And of course, the referee is always helping out the Brighton fans. It never changes. Same old, same old. Please hit a like if you're coming into the chat new, or if you're just viewing, please hit a like. And here we go. It's Arsenal 0, Ipswich Town 0. I'm on 21 minutes, 27 seconds. A little bit behind here. I think it's my Wi-Fi. And Ipswich Town defending very well now, very compact. Also defending their set pieces, but Arsenal taking the ball here. Oh, they've lost the ball. And the ball's a bit loose now in the penalty area. It's gone out just outside the penalty area. And that might be a foul there. Referee was right beside that challenge there, but it deemed nothing was to not. Don't forget, you can eat and drink. I've got my nibbles here to eat later on, possibly at half time. So Odegaard jumping for the ball. 2 Ipswich Town players around him. The ball's up in the air. Who's going to get seconds here? Ball drops down to I think that's Martinelli on the right hand side. He crosses it into the penalty area. Nothing there. Goes all the way out there to I think that's Trossard. Yeah, Trossard on the penalty area, crosses it in, and there goes the first goal for Arsenal. Havertz. I saw that coming in. The pressure was intensity and precision passing in the penalty area, and Ipswich Town, to the good resolve, they tried to defend as much as they could in the first half. And 22 minutes 42 3 seconds, and good crossing off the ball from one side of the penalty area to the other side. Here we go. Martinelli's got the ball. He's allowed to encroach, to pass the ball into the penalty area, header out by an Ipswich player. And there's Trossard on the ball. Trossard on the ball in the penalty area, crosses it in across the 6-yard board area, and Havertz there poaching the goal for Arsenal, making it Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0 on 23 minutes. It is just ongoing pressure from Arsenal, and this is wing. That's like wing width play being used by Arsenal technique. They're not going to try to play through the midfield, and there you can see Mikel Arteta as the ball goes into the net. That is a goal. And it looks like Arsenal now, as it stands, are now in second place in the Premier League. I'm ahead of you. It's okay, Steve. Steve, if you put something in the comment, or anyone else, because you lot are ahead, it's okay. I'm fine with it. As I say, it helps me check things out. Oh, yeah, I can see the goal over there. And here's Ipswich Town on the ball now. Let's see. I mean, the contrast of Arsenal to Liverpool, when Liverpool go a goal ahead, they kind of push forward for the second and the third and the fourth. They're like relentless. Let's see what Arsenal does when they score a goal ahead at home. Will they sit back now and just watch Ipswich Town play the ball? We'll see what happens. But Havertz there, goal snatcher there. And but that was Martinelli crossing it from one side of the penalty area to the other side. And then, of course, Trossard on the other side, crossing it in back into the penalty area, and Havertz goal poaching there as the ball comes across in within the 6-yard box area. He just stuck a foot out and he couldn't miss. So that's intense, high pressure play with wing players by Arsenal at either side of the penalty area, and that's having an effect. And they've got their first goal. Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0. I think it's still 0-0 in the other match. If Arsenal could avoid injuries, I mean, obviously they've got Bukayo Saka. He's been injured, so they've had to juggle a bit. I've put the lineups on the chat if anyone's interested, and it's also in the description. And it is one of those. And let me just pour the rest of this drink here. I don't know why I'm so thirsty. I think it's the heavy Christmas dinner that I had. Let's not spill that. Cheers to everyone. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Big up to you. Big up to Alex SR. A 7. Superb, bro. Diego Carlos. Big up to you. Oh, my God. There's too many Diegos out there. Before it was me first. Then there came along Diego Maradona. And then there's all this Diego Forlan and Diego Simeone and all that. I was the first one. Unbelievable scenes. Tell you what. When I was in primary school, just finishing off primary school, when Diego Maradona scored that goal, it was terrible. Yeah, Diego Simeone. Yeah, I mean, there's too many of them nowadays. And also, was it Manchester United? They've just signed their first signing for Ruben Amorim, and his name happens to be Diego Leon, a very good prospect there. Did you set up your PS5? I'm glad you were able to set it up because I have no idea how to do those things. Well done, Alex SR7, for setting up their PS5. And just use the neighbor's Wi-Fi or something. I don't know how you're supposed to use it. And you're playing football. Don't lose your matches on the PS5. Make sure. Here is 1-0 to Arsenal, and it's Ipswich Town 0. And it's around, I'm on 27 minutes and a bit, but you lot are probably on a few minutes ahead. And actually, that's a good point there, Alex. So I haven't put the scores. I don't know how to do all the points. I could maybe get a little whiteboard or a blackboard. And here's another opportunity for Arsenal going into the penalty area from the right-hand side. And they're claiming a penalty there. What I'm going to do is, that's a good point there by Alex Senior. Copy. I'm going to put Arsenal 1-0 Ipswich Town, and the goal was yeah, that'd do, I suppose. It was Havertz. There you go. I've put the goals, but I should have really put I should have put the time. Yeah, no, I put in there 23 minutes. So that's when he scored at 23 minutes. That's not a bad report, because I guess in the future, when I go to use the streaming software, then I won't have to do that. But that's a good point there. Ajit Majoran said, what's the score? And I'm playing England. How are you playing against England and France? Are you playing football? Are you playing rugby there on the PS5? And then you should put a stamp that should be good. Yeah, thank you, Adita Majoran. That's what I've put on there. 23 minutes. Arsenal, 23 minutes, I think it was the goal. Yeah. And the assist was Trossard. I should have put that in as well, but I forgot. Now, this is the difference. Now, Liverpool, when they go ahead, they seem to push for that second goal as they play. Arsenal are quite happy to play the ball at the back and just see the first half out. Let's see, will they rue that? It's still only 1-0, but at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, Arsenal are second in the Premier League. So we'll have to wait and see how I saw Odegaard on the ball. Oh, 1 minute. Havertz on the ball. To Gabriel Jesus. Oh, what a ball there in the penalty area. Is that a penalty? Is that an Arsenal penalty? The referee's not having any of it. The crowd at the Emirates, they're booing because they think that there should have been an Arsenal penalty. I'm not sure. I need to see that again. Declan Rice from a distance, and it was dipping. Declan Rice, I'm on 29 minutes, 30 minutes. He's had a pop on goal. The ball was dipping. It's about 7 yards outside the penalty area, a bit left to the centre of the goal. And it was dipping to the top left-hand corner, but it's not to be. And the goalkeeper didn't get a touch to it. But that earlier challenge was deemed not to be an Arsenal penalty. Please hit a like. Anchor, you drop the controller. Don't drop the controller, Alex Senior. They cost a lot of money, I am told. When I watch, don't break it. Yeah, don't break it. Unless you got a spare one. Yeah, apparently they're not cheap, so don't drop your. Big up to you, Steve. Says no Premier Leagues tomorrow. Saturday's. Yeah, that's true. There's no matches tomorrow. Bit weird. I don't know if there's any other matches for. I think there might be a lot of Scottish Premiership matches. I could be wrong. I haven't checked. I could check in a minute. Don't forget, you can eat and drink. I've got my my nibbles I'm going to eat later on. Just going to get some peanuts here. Honey roasted dry peanuts. Here goes. Ipswich Town on the attack. On the right-hand side, Johnson. Ball gets crossed in, but David Raya gathers the ball on 31 minutes and 30 seconds. He goes to throw the ball out, but an Ipswich Town player, Scornavely, just holds him back. But good offensive breakout there by Ipswich Town on the right-hand side and whipping the ball in. So, you know, if you don't whip the balls across, you can't ask the question. And but David Raya, the Arsenal goalkeeper, hands on the ball very well there. But it's still only Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0. And so, you know, don't discount Ipswich Town. If they get a chance on goal, they will try and get it on target. Whether they'll score, I don't know. Big up to you, Alex Senior. It says he's brand new. Oh my gaze! Don't drop your controller and break it. I suppose if you drop it on carpet, you're okay. But if you drop it on a hard surface, you might break it. $550 for a controller must be made out of gold. Oh, right. Yeah, probably a gold-plated hand controller. Don't break it. Not while you're watching your football. Dunfermline drawing 1-1 with H.Clarke, and H.Clarke scored 24th minute. Then Dunfermline, I saw that they were playing today. Scored a penalty 1 minute later on the 25th minute. And then it's Ajita. The console is a 5-5 for 0. You got me there. Okay, so Alex Senior peeling back the controllers. But back on the match, it's Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0. And actually, while we're doing this, I'm going to go back to make sure I get a round out on all the fixtures. And I think it's still 0-0 in the other fixtures. A yellow card has been handed out in the Brighton versus Brentford. And it's... yellow card's been handed out, and let's have a look at this. Here's Arsenal on 33 minutes. Ball on the left-hand side. Ball crossed into the penalty area. Gabriel Jesus, he crossed it in. That's another goal. Arsenal have scored twice. Oh, I think it might be offside. Oh, the liners pulled the flag up, and Gabriel Jesus is saying, "Is it me?" I don't know. Let's have a look. Look at the speed of that cross. Yeah, he's offside. He's offside. What a goal. But it was well offside. He went a bit too early. I think it's Martinelli. He wanted to celebrate that goal, but it doesn't count. There you go. Arsenal could be 2-0 up, but have been caught offside. Please help counting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Doing a watch along for Arsenal versus Ipswich Town. with Penny for the guy there, or Money Penny there. Got the lucky duck and the stress ball there for Chris Palace. Ideally, I want Arsenal and Ipswich Town to both drop points because of what Arsenal did to my Palace about a week ago. But I think Arsenal will be too strong for Ipswich Town. But there's only 1-0. It's only one goal in it at the moment. So anything could happen. And about 5 minutes ago, Ipswich Town did have an opportunity of going down the right-hand side and wafting the ball across to the penalty ball area. But David Raya was well on point and he caught the ball. And there's a foul there to an Arsenal player, I think. Someone's been slapped in the face there. Yeah, big up to Arsenal SR7. He's saying goal, but he was offside. Yeah, you were right. And the goal, it doesn't count. Yeah, we're going down to third. Majoran. Oh, yeah, Arsenal, of course. Yeah, Chelsea are going to... No, but listen, it's about consistency. It's how you end the Premier League season that counts, I suppose. And then just takes one Arsenal mistake. We saw that with Chelsea yesterday. There you go. That's a brilliant point. How Chelsea didn't score all the opportunities in the first half. And that's going off. Havertz is arguing with the referee. This is what I'm talking about. There you see an Arsenal football player, Havertz, having a pop, giving it all of this. And he's not the captain, having a pop at the referee, and he doesn't get a yellow card. Because the rule is only the captains are allowed to talk to the referee on the pitch. And if that had been a Palace player having a bit of giving a bit of lip to the referee, bish bash bosh, there's your yellow, off you go with a red. That's how it would be. But the Arsenal players would not get a yellow card at home at the Emirates. I say no more. If you're an Arsenal fan, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace now, please. I need to get the subscribers up. Unbelievable. Right, I'm going to start on... I've got a bit of yogurt here. I'm going to start eating a bit of yogurt. Yeah, don't forget to eat and drink while you watch your football. Don't forget your spoon. It's still 0-0 between Brighton and Brentford, as I can see from a distance. Good save there by the Brentford keeper just about 3 or 4 minutes ago. But this is Arsenal here now at the back. David Raya on the ball. There's a good away crowd there by Ipswich Town. You could hear them. Still just only Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0. And I think Steve's got a very valid point. Big up to Steve, says Eunice. Says you don't beat 1-0 with 10 minutes left. You lose 2-1 if you want to win the league. Yeah, but it's a build. Yeah, I agree with him a little bit on that. But it's only give the manager a chance. Look how long. Look where that Chelsea was when he picked it up. It's about consistency, not just overall in the system, but in the season. It's what you do in the match. And Liverpool at the moment have been the most clinical because when Liverpool go ahead with one goal, they just go after another one and another one and another one. And that's why they're the top of the Premier League and the top of the Champions League, I suppose. And that's why Chelsea are going to probably be pipped to second place by Arsenal. The question people should be asking out there, or I'm asking, I suppose, is can Arsenal challenge Liverpool for the Premier League? Can they make up the deficit? I think there's an opportunity there. The question is, will Mikel Arteta have the nous to do it? And what will happen in the January transfer window? Also, how long will Bukayo Saka will be out for them? Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Thank you very much so much. Oh my God, we're on 4 likes. Help me get to 5 likes or possibly 10 likes if you can. Never been to 10 likes on a watch along. Here's Arsenal on the right-hand side. Jesus, oh, he's lost the ball. And I think that's an Ipswich Town throw. They've got Ed Sheeran there at the Emirates. Ed Sheeran there is in the building. And he's wearing his black cap. I wonder if he's wearing a John Lennon, the singer, he's wearing a black cap. I don't think he's wearing a Crystal Palace hat though. John Lennon, the famous songwriter, he's in the building as well. Oh, Ipswich Town player's gone down injured. They should really kick the ball out. He's injured. Yeah, kick the ball out, mate. That's just accidental. Oh no, he's all right. Oh. Greaves goes. There's a few players that he's all right. The main thing, when a player lands awkwardly and horribly on the floor, Ed Sheeran, yeah, he does. He's not just an Ipswich fan. He part owns Ipswich Town. He does own a little bit of Ipswich Town. He's a board of directors now, so yeah, he doesn't. He's not just an Ipswich Town football fan. So he's helping them with a little bit of cash injection, I suppose. I missed up the chats there. Hold on. I didn't read that one. And then so Steve says, Eunice says you'd be 1-0 with 10 minutes left, and Lewis, you don't win the league. Yes, I disagree. I remember with 5 or 6 games left, Havertz was leading 1-0 to Odegaard and lost 2-1, and we still won the league. Well, that could be a different league though. But they're up against Liverpool though. That would be my point, Steve. But a fair point for what you're saying. There's Arsenal on the back post. Oh, no one there to get the ball that was dropping. I'm on 41 minutes. Arsenal looking for their second goal. Martinelli there, getting the ball around. Didn't the ball go out? No. The ball went out. So it's a goal kick to Ipswich Town. But yeah, so good point there, Steve. I agree. But I don't know if Karat were up against Akatobi. Is Akatobi the same levels as Liverpool, though? If you know, you know. And then Steve goes on to say in 2019, Astana was leading 1-0, lost 2 late goals, and happened again. Still won the league. But there you go. And Karat was winning 3-0 on the 80th minute and drew 3-3, but 6 was added. United will win the league. We will turn it around. United. Do you mean Manchester United are going to win the league? I'm not laughing. I'm just saying they need to get there. They need to do a bit. They need to help Ruben Amorim in the transfer window in January. I just hope they don't come after some of my Crystal Palace players. And if they do, they better come back with loads of money. But I can't see Manchester United winning the league anytime soon now at the moment. They don't have the squad in depth. I'm not just saying that as a Palace fan. I'm saying that because I've seen them, and I hope to get 3 points off them in the next match. Didn't like what Maresca did yesterday. Yeah, why didn't Nduku? Why didn't he start? Maduku, he didn't start. Why did the sub yesterday? Hopefully, it doesn't continue. We could easily have scored 3 or 4. The thing is, in the first half, as Steve pointed out yesterday, in the chat, Chelsea should have just taken the opportunities in their first half, and they would have at least got a draw out of that game. I don't know. I knew that Fulham, if Fulham scored at all, it would end up in the draw, but they actually went on to win it. So United will finish on top of the bottom half. Do you know what? That's not a bad. Ajita Majorana says United will finish bottom. Yeah, that's not a bad prediction there. They haven't got the squad in there. There's not many of their players that I would have on my Crystal Palace side, and that's telling you something and more. I think Saka will be back on March. Oh, March. Oh, right. So that's quite a lengthy injury because we're talking a good 8 weeks, possibly 10 weeks. Ed Sheeran is Ipswich Town. Yeah, I answered that one. Yeah, no, Ed Sheeran is not only an Ipswich fan, Ipswich Town fan. He's also he's a part owner. He's certainly the director there, so he owns a chunk of it. Kobe was a title challenger for this. They finished 3rd, only 4 points behind the champions. The top 3 scored the same amount of goals. They won 5 titles. 5 titles. All right, so they do have good pedigree then. All right, that's fair point, Steve. and 2013 was the last title. Oh, so they haven't won for a bit then. What have happened to them? Have they got lost? Did they lose their best manager and a lot of their best players? Because they haven't won since 2013. So back in the day, they were doing really well. I mean, to go nearly back-to-back Champions winners. It's still 1-0 here at Arsenal versus Ipswich. Coming up to 45 minutes on mine. You guys are probably ahead. And, oh my God, it's in the penalty area. Ipswich Town clear the lines. Less intensity towards the end of the first half by Arsenal. A few opportunities from them. But this is the difference. I think Steve had it in a nail. When Liverpool go ahead, I say when Liverpool go ahead, they keep on going for the second and the third goal. Arsenal quite content to just win 1-0 to the Arsenal, as they did back in the old days, I suppose. It's I wonder what the score is at the other side. It's still Brighton 0, Brentford 0, and a goal was disallowed there earlier on. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Yes, Arsenal here, passing the ball out to the right-hand side. Saliba on the ball. Lewis-Skelly crossing the ball to the back post. It's still in play. Here goes Timber. Gathers the ball. Ball goes all the way back to Gabriel. It's basically gone back to the same player. The Arsenal home crowd are saying, and that is the end of the first half. And little scared to it for Arsenal early doors in this half, but their high intensity press, forward play, using the wing backs at either side of the penalty area of the opposition to get balls in across the 6-yard board area. And of course, Havertz in one of those opportunities just stuck a leg out, and Arsenal win 1-0 whole. Arsenal did score a second goal, but it was deemed offside. And I agree with officiating there. It was offside. And it's also half time, and the other one, I believe. Well, let me just turn this down. Oh, what's happened there? I lost the other stream. No. Hold on a minute. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's still 0-0 in the other one. Big up to you, Steve. Oh, should I do my... Listen, you do your homework. Do your work. Don't let go of your work. If you call it homework or whatever, don't go and do your work. Never mind a match e-football. You're going to get yourself in trouble. Go and do your homework, finish it off, and then go back to your to your PS5. Reminds me of Manchester United, the title. What's that? Say, Steve? I missed that one. Reminds me of Manchester United last title, 2013, 2015, 2016. Got weak, had money problems, and at the end of 2019 got relegated. 2020 and had Asturias share the title in 2020. Missed the title by 1 point. Oh my days! Can you imagine that? So really, any of the other matches before, it could have been attributed to that. Yeah, don't go and do your work and then come back. Don't get in trouble. And but do it in the halftime break. Carrot went 15 years without title after 2006. Kairat went 15 years without a title after 2006. Had problems, got relegated in the tournament because the problems they got relegated in 2011, second bottom, but decided to keep them in the league from 12 teams to 14. And so they've been up and down like a yo-yo then. Would you go board for Crystal Palace to win the Premier League? Absolutely, yes. I won't mind. I'm going there anyway, mate. When you get to my age, mate, you start losing your hair anyway. When I go bald, I'll be like a bald eagle. I'll wear that hat. I'll go bald and I'll wear that lucky Crystal Palace hat. If my Crystal Palace finished top, if they did a Leicester, like when Leicester City won the Premier League, easily. Come on, Palace. Let's get to the top of the Premier League, as Alex SR7 said. I could say that because I don't think we're going to do it anytime soon. But if we can keep our best players and not get injuries and maybe get a few signings, but I've got a feeling in January, clubs like Chelsea and the jamminess of what they do in the transfer window, they're going to come in for some of my changes. Maybe you can become a manager and go bald. Every manager goes bald. Yeah, they do. There's a lot of stress. They should just go and just do what they can. And if they can't, they can't. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But don't get me wrong, though. They do get paid a fair bubble. You talk to an Arsenal fan out there and ask him how much Mikel Arteta has extended his contract. Was he getting about 13, 12 million a year? Something like that. How many trophies has Mikel Arteta landed for your football club? I know they've just piped my Crystal Palace twice in 1 week, a week ago. But how many silverware trophies have you lot won? Oh, yeah, we're nearly going into 20 years, isn't it? And Mikel Arteta's been there for touch to 5 or 6 years now. There you go. Let's see what he lands this year. No way, are they checking VAR? Oh, wow. Absolutely right. Damn. What is going on there? They are trusting the process. That's a high process. I mean, the Mikel Arteta and the dude spent over £750 million net spend. Yeah, net spend. And here he is. I'm watching the other one now. I'm watching the other match. Please hit a like and subscribe at JOC Palace if you are new. They're just showing repeats from yesterday's. Let's have a look and see what's happening in the other one. As it stands, yeah, you're right. Oh, no, yeah, of course. The other one didn't start at the same time as this. It started earlier on. It said they're on 78 minutes. And it's Brighton Hove and Albion, of course, that I'm talking about versus Brentford. It's still 0-0 there. I find something in my single brain. I'm thinking, it's yeah, no, it's still 0-0 there. Looks like Nathan Collins there. He just headed it over the crossbar, following a corner there, and the Brighton keeper, of course, who's Bergenden. That's madness. The Brighton home fans are booing their own goalkeeper because he's taking too long in sort of passing the ball out. That sums up the Brighton fans. Okay, they're booing their own goalkeeper. And you're right, there is a VAR check. Hector Vekalic is booked, I think, for dragging down Pedro. I'm not sure, but the forward. So they're looking at it. He kind of threw his arms a little bit, but was there actually any contact? That's mad. Yeah, look, it's unbelievable. The Brighton fans are booing their own goalkeeper. And that just sums up Brighton fans. Real talk. I mean, who likes a seagull out there? You go to the seaside and all the seagulls do is just take your fish and chips or your ice cream. They don't even ask politely. They just like come down from a distance and they just grab your fish and chips or your ice cream. That's what seagulls do. That's what Brighton fans do. Do you know what I mean? Real talk. When have you ever heard of a Crystal Palace eagle do that when you're at the seaside? Never get it. Heard of Brighton fans, they're all be careful what you're saying here. Heard Brighton fans are all that's true or not. I'll leave that one for a minute. I heard on Twitter that Man City fans were booing the players at the end of the game. After those years of success when the team... Yeah, it's... They need to understand that they've got injuries and they've recently won not just 1 or 2 cups, a whole ship load of cups. Just relax. No, there could be the reasons why they are protesting is because a lot of the home Manchester City fans, they can't get a ticket, and those of them that can, they've increased the prices there. And so when local football fans can't get to go and watch their own team because the prices are going up, and also because you've got international tourist fans coming in and taking their seats, it gets a little bit hot underneath the collar, as it were. It gets a bit heated. So there's a lot behind that, Alex SR, why home fans will be upset. It's not just because the team are playing, it's because maybe what they're paying a lot more money for their tickets, and also they're seeing their tickets just go to fans from other places, which is a little bit annoying because basically they've been priced out from watching their football. I remember not long ago there was a 40 UCSL goals in the same day. Wouldn't mind that in the Premier League. That'll be much more in the last match day because the teams must play on the same day and time. Yeah, they do at the end day. Yeah, I agree with you, Alex, Steve. And yeah, big up to you, Alex, SR7. It was UCL Group, 4 teams in the last game. You can play the last games on Tuesday or Wednesday. No, you can't. This is a league and not a group. Oh yeah, that's true, isn't it? It's not it's not a group, is it? In the Champions League, oh, what's going on here? It's still 0-0. 79 minutes. Brighton Hove Albion versus Brighton, and in the first half, Brentford were denied a goal by VAR. Typically, VAR helping Brighton fans, and no red card was the VAR decision there by the video assistant. That's in the boxes. Fixtures usually have a high scoring games. That's a good point there, Gita Majoran. I think there usually is, but that was yesterday, of course. But listen, as a Crystal Palace fan, to go to Bournemouth and get a 0-0, that's like they're scoring 10 goals, like literally. Because Manchester United, they couldn't do that. Manchester City, they couldn't do that. Not many other teams have gone to Bournemouth and got themselves a clean sheet and a point out of them. So I'll take that. Must have bought the VAR with Casino money they gave him. Yeah, I mean VAR. I mean Chelsea just gave him so much money. But not because I'm a Crystal Palace fan. But why is this guy falling down? Stay up. What's wrong with you? It's Brighton are kind of dropping like a stone at the moment. It's touch wood because I want them to drop more than a stone. I want them to drop all the way below us at Crystal Palace. So it's Brentford. I'm looking for a Brentford last minute winner. They're on 84 minutes, and that was close. Oh my days! Brighton nearly scored as I did. You see, I nearly jinxed it. I don't want Brighton to win, and Brighton nearly scored there. Hakon. I'm not going to. Okay, Valdimarsson. That's his surname. Maldersons. He dived in a header in there, but the ball rebounded out. So, yeah, no, it didn't work out there. But Brighton nearly going and scoring in the last few minutes of this second half. And to me, I hope that they don't win. Real talk. I'm not salty about that. I'm just saying it. Cheers to everyone. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you incoming. Don't forget, you can eat and drink soft drink wise while you watch your football. And let's have a look. It's still half time between the players. Still not out yet. But it's still 1-0. Steve mentioned it, that anything can happen at 1-0. Where's the let me just make sure I get this going. One second. Let me have a look. Okay, that's good. That's Oh my god, what else I've got there? Let's see if I can get the other thing up and running here. It looks like I think Arsenal will probably go second today and Chelsea will drop to third. But I mean, it's a long season. And I'm sure that all Chelsea fans out there will realise where they were before their new manager came in at the beginning of the season. And look where they are now with the consistency of results. And Fulham is not an easy side to go and beat as well. So it's if you're new, please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Trying to get to 1.7k, trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, and trying to get to 10 likes. And this is the Ipswich Town players are out on the pitch. It's like they had their team talk there. And the Arsenal players are still not out yet on the pitch at the Emirates. I'm just going to make sure I don't lose the battery on the. Oh my days! It's not happening. Please don't let me down. Hold on a minute. Yep, the Arsenal players are just in the tunnel now at my end. Probably at your end, people. You guys, they're probably out on the pitch. They're probably started the half now. But the players at my end, they're just coming out the tunnel. And it is still Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0. And let's see what's going on here. It looks like kickoff's about to have. I'm trying to see if there's any changes at half times. What we got here on the chat? Dozen boxing times. Yesterday, the PMNO decided to give Wolves a break and give them freebies. And must have bought VAR with the casino money. Yeah, absolutely. You guys should have saw him yesterday. He could barely stand. There you go. Absolutely right there, Alex SR. Ipswich Town need to create a few more opportunities and actually get a shot on target against Arsenal. And kickoff's about to start. I can't see if there's any changes at half time. I'm just going to double check. I can't see any position of change. And here comes Ipswich Town. They've kicked off and they're pushing high. But Arsenal getting the ball back on the kickoff and gaining control back. And just going to have a look to see if there's any half-time changes. I can't see any. No, there is no half-time changes. No yellow cards, no red cards. And really, Ipswich Town has not had an opportunity on the Arsenal goal. They've had good balls coming across and stuff like that. But it is still Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0, and 0-0 in the other one between Brighton and Brentford. That's coming to the end of its conclusion in the next 5 or 6 minutes. Actually, I'm going to keep the tab open over there in case something changes. Still 0-0 in the other one. Of course, that is Brighton versus Brentford. And here's the Arsenal with the ball crossed into the penalty area, but nothing happening there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. The support from everyone out there has been absolutely amazing. The likes, the subscribers, the views, absolutely amazing. So thank you very much. It means a lot. Here it's still Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0. There's only one goal in it. Ipswich Town still not created anything to on target against the Ipswich Town goal. And let me just, I can't hear it. Oh, there it is. Turn the volume. It helps if you turn the volume up. Right. I'm going to start to tucking into. Don't forget, you can eat while you watch your football, and you can drink something as well. It's Arsenal going into the penalty area. Martin Odegaard there. Long drive forward from the midfield area into the penalty area of the Ipswich Town. He had a shot, but he got blocked and he got pushed out. And now Saliba's just made a defensive block there. That's a good run by Odegaard there. He picked up the ball there on the right-hand side, only halfway. He was allowed to drift in into nearly the middle of the penalty area. And then he just had a shot, but 3 Ipswich Town players blocked the ball out. Let's have a look at what's going on in the other one. Let's just have a look. And oh, 1 minute. Is it still playing in the other one? I think they are. They're doing substitutions. I thought they've blew for full time there, but they're still playing in the Brighton versus Brentford. Still 0-0 there. I was at 5 minutes. Thanks, Steve. No, I haven't, Alex SR. I haven't. Here we go. It's Arsenal on the attack on the right-hand side. Gabriel Jesus on the ball. He flips it over to the penalty ball area. Trossard, but the ball gets defended well by Ipswich Town. Outside the penalty area. Ball through the lines here. Havertz. Lewis-Skelly. Rice. Odegaard. And it gets punched out by Ipswich Town towards the halfway line. Please keep hitting the likes. I'm on 49 minutes, 10 seconds. You lot should probably be on about 51 minutes. Ipswich Town, much better build-up play from Ipswich Town, playing the ball out from the back. And they're not causing Arsenal any problems here, but it's good that they get on the ball and they pass it around, switch it from left to right. Lifton's on the left-hand side for Ipswich Town in the Arsenal area. And Steve was spot on earlier on. He's saying it's only 1-0 up. And is Ipswich Town coming on the right-hand side into the Arsenal penalty area? That's a foul. That's a penalty. That's an Ipswich Town penalty, surely. And they're giving the free kick the other way. How is that not a penalty? Look, it hits him once. He grabs him. And then he kicks him up the backside. He not only pushed him, pulled his arm when he was going down, the Arsenal player kicked him up the backside. How is that not a penalty? Okay, maybe not. Same old VAR always helping Brighton, always helping Arsenal fans. Always the case. Always the case. That's right. Absolutely. Well said there, Arsenal SR at Stockley Park. The Arsenal fans are lining up the drinks and they're probably drinking and eating just like me. It's Gabriel on the ball on the left-hand side. Back to Gabriel. Skelly on the ball. Rice. Timber on the ball. Back to Rice. Going forward. That is a foul. Now that is a foul. Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty for Ipswich Town? It's right on the line. Phillips conceding that. Rice. Okay, that is a foul by Phillips on Rice. That is a foul. Declan Rice right on the line of the penalty area. It's still 0-0 between Brighton and Brentford. There's a free kick for Arsenal in a very dangerous area. Ipswich Town goalkeepers put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the wall. Or 4 if you want, because one is a bit to the side. They're very small, though, the Ipswich Town players on the wall. It looks like Trossard. Is it Odegaard? Odegaard putting the ball down? There's 4 players around the ball. Odegaard, he plays the ball down. So let's see what's happening. Yeah, absolutely, that's a foul. Real talk. Well said, Alex SR. And let's have a look and see what happens here. All 3 of them could really take this free kick, quite frankly. Martinelli's there, standing in front of the goal. front of the wall, I should say. The captain, Odegaard, there. Odegaard hits into the wall. After all that way, all that interception, and just nothing happened. And here's Arsenal on the ball. He's attacking. They've got they would say playing on. The referee's getting in the way. He just passed the ball too forward there. Ipswich Town on the ball now, maybe on a little break. That's a yellow card. That has to be a yellow card. Referee. That's right. The referee gives a yellow card to Kai Havertz. It's taken him 53 minutes to find the yellow. Look how he got it. He's grabbed him by the neck. That's not even allowed in rugby. If you do that in rugby, you're off. Go and talk to a rugby union, a rugby league fan. If you grab someone by the throat as they're running and you hook them back, you're sent off. But this Arsenal player, he just gets a little yellow card waved at him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I say no more. Officiating is helping out Arsenal yet again. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. That's right. Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. The way they're booking, that was a choke. Listen, you don't even see that in the UFC. Real talk. MMA settings. It's not even allowed in there too. But for some reason, this Arsenal player, Kai Havertz, is allowed to go on the pitch and hook someone by the neck, a young player as well by that, throw him out, nearly rip his cords out, and he only gets a yellow card. You do that in rugby. It has ended. Brighton 0, Brentford 0. And I can confirm that it's 0-0. No, don't do that, Alex SR7. I'll have to delete it. Don't bring please don't bring the, I know where you're going to, but don't do that because it's, remember that Kai Havertz is from this. No, please don't do that. No, don't do that. I'll have to delete it if you do it, mate. I'm going to delete it. I don't want that in my chat. I'm going to delete it, mate. Sorry. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Thanks for that, Alex SR. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble, buddy, and it's not right. I mean, I have a bit of humour, but don't take it too far. Here's the Ipswich Town centre-half pushing off one of the youngsters, Timber. Havertz is lucky to... Yeah. Sign him. He'd be playing in Austria probably if he wasn't signing playing for us. Yeah, he's an agent. He's there for the money. I mean, he's earning a living there, but I don't rate him. He wouldn't get any more goals at my Crystal Palace, I'll tell you that much. They've got loads of people in the box. This club is so shameless, says Alex Cesar. I can't deny that. That's very true. Well, like munch on this. This is better from Ipswich Town. Oh, he's got the ball. He's still in. Ball whipped in across the penalty area for Ipswich Town. Back into the penalty spot. No one there to attack the ball. This is good from Ipswich Town. Phillips with a range. And this is O'Shea for Ipswich Town. Good press football by Ipswich Town against Arsenal. Arsenal being asked to defend now in numbers. But the well shaped by Ipswich Town get the ball back. Phillips gets the ball back. Ipswich Town now giving a bit of medicine back to the Arsenal. And the ball goes in. You're right. I think someone mentioned in the chat, if Arsenal make a little mistake at the back, anything can happen. Arsenal gather the ball back. That's not a foul. Let me have a look at this. Oh, yeah, that is a foul. Gabriel Jesus there saw the player going up for the ball and he just ran into them. He should get a yellow card. Send him off. Send him off. I'm telling you, I didn't used to eat this much. It's when I started doing these watch-alongs. It's a little puff pastry, with a little raspberry tart in the middle. Little marshmallow. Yeah, I never used to eat so much. Unlike those Chelsea fans and those Manchester United fans and those Liverpool fans, real talk. You've seen how much they eat. Anyway, it's Arsenal getting the ball clear for an Ipswich Town corner. So here we go. A corner for Ipswich Town. What is going to happen? This is a good spell for Ipswich Town. And someone said in the chat, it is still only 1-0 to the Arsenal. So they're living it dangerously. Set piece, Ipswich Town. You never know what might happen here. And let's have a look and see what happens. Corner for Ipswich Town. Been taken. I'm on 58 minutes. Or now 59 minutes. Davis puts the ball in. Doesn't beat the first man on the wall. Ball goes out all the way back to the Ipswich Town centre-half. He will sit back over the top. But it goes all the way back to David Raya in goal for... just to calm things down a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I do want Ipswich Town to drop points. Like all 3 points. Because my Palace is all the way down there in the bottom 4 or 5 in the Premier League. So anyone below us or there and thereabouts around us, we need them to drop points. Make sure you eat and drink while you watch your football. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. It's Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0, coming up to 60 minutes, so it's on the hour mark. Big up to you, Alex SR7. Thank you very much for that. He says it hits the like. Dude, Kevin Phillips' haircut is so ugly. I can't say I've noticed, but I'll have a look at next time I see him on there. I can see him now, actually. Oh, he pushes the Arsenal player into the boardings. I don't think you can call that a haircut. I don't know what went wrong down there. Oh, it's Kevin Phillips is fighting with they're having a little yeah, he's pushed him. He's pushed him into in the throwing boards, and Skelly, he comes to his defense. Lewis-Skelly. Yeah, Lewis-Skelly. Look, they're grabbing each other, and Phillips, and they're looking at each other. And the referee's gone over and says, "Can you please shake hands and exchange Christmas cards?" And they're both saying, "No, we're not going to do it." I don't like him. Oh my days! So Calvin Phillips there, not just because of his haircut, he's I don't think you can call that a haircut. I think that's just what you call an incident that happened at the hairdressers, and they couldn't fix it up, so they had to improvise. And here's Arsenal on the attack. Oh my days! They nearly scored. Havertz crossing the ball, and maybe this is why you're right, Ajit Majoran. Had he been playing for Chelsea, he should have done better then, but he's playing for Arsenal. He's in the penalty area at pace, cuts the ball in, and he couldn't find anybody. Yeah. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 5 likes. Never got to 10 likes. One day I will, I suppose, with your help. But seriously, thanks to everyone out there for watching, for the subscriptions, for the likes, for the views. Everything's going up on the channel, so thank you very much. It means a lot. Here comes Arsenal with a corner on 62 minutes. Oh, Gabriel! How did he miss? You're right, Steve. I missed it. Oh, you were ahead. How did that not go in? How did he miss? It's probably more difficult to miss than to score. He's there. How did he get? There's no one by the post. There's actually no one on the back post. He heads it, and he's just right at the post. Steve, is there any Arsenal fans? How did you miss? How did you miss? And that comes they didn't miss against my Palace, but they missed it against Ipswich Town. Unbelievable counter-attack by Ipswich Town. Yeah, I thought it was a goal too, Alex says also. It'll probably, if that comes back in again, and you're there in that same situation and you're trying to miss, not score, you probably score. How much did they pay for him? I'm just saying. They didn't miss against my Palace, did they? Liberties. It's Ipswich Town with a counter now. On 63 minutes. I'm coming up to 64 minutes. Oh, that's a bad ball. You had a player coming on the left. It's just composure. Just pass the ball properly. They did all that work, and then they got a player on the outfield coming in, and they then pass it to him. Oh, that's a nasty tackle on Odegaard, I think, on the captain. Someone's just stood on his ankle. Yeah, the Ipswich Town player acknowledges it. He no, I think it's a trip more than a stepping on. He just tripped up on him. But Odegaard is clearly in pain there, and he's milking it. But he has got a yellow card. It wasn't a stamp. It's just that the legs collided. Merino Hutchinson. Yeah, I agree. That was a bad pass. Santi Gazzola is in the building. For any Arsenal fans there. Now there was a player back in the day. Santi Gazzola, he would walk into this any of these two sides. I think the captain Odegaard is just doing that to waste time, because he wasn't stampeded. It was just the leg was just strolling on the back of the leg. So it's Mikel Arteta there he's on the pitch, giving instructions to his players. Now he's gone back to his bench. I wonder if that's the same leg where he got injured while he was in international duty for Now he's up all right. He's not hobbling or anything. Why isn't he being allowed? Why isn't he going off the pitch? He came on for treatment. He should be going off the pitch. But he should be going off the pitch. He had treatment. Oh, I don't understand the rules. I thought if you were treated on the pitch, you have to go off. I don't get it. He's supposed to jog onto the sideline. I'm sure that's the rule. If you receive treatment whilst on the pitch, you have to go off. Depart the field, and then the referee lets you on. There's a rule for Arsenal, and there's a rule for everyone else. That's all I've got to say. Real talk. Unless I've got that rule wrong. Unbelievable. I don't understand why the Ipswich Town away fans are not shouting about that. Because he laid on the grass for about 5 hours. And then, or maybe it's that time of the season, it's like, oh, well, jolly up. Let him stay on the pitch. This is what I'm talking about. The fourth official is just told off Mikel Arteta because he doesn't stay in his area. How'd that be? The Crystal Palace manager, Oliver Glasgow, he would have had a red card by now. But because it's Mikel Arteta, he's allowed to go outside his area in his dugout, his technical area. He's outside the area. He's literally nearly on the pitch. He's one blade of grass off the pitch. There's a rule that applies for Arsenal. There's a rule that applies for everybody else. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Real talk. Odegaard goes down injured. He gets a 5 or 10 minute treatment, massage on his feet, and he stays on the pitch. Everyone else has to go to the touchline after they receive treatment on the pitch, but they don't have to. Yeah, I agree with that. Amari Hutchinson, he's very good. I agree with Steve as well. I think there's something in there from somewhere. But I would say is that Arsenal can just turn up another gear or two and just completely destroy this game. Now, Arsenal fans just complain. They're complaining about the weather. If it was foggy. Can you imagine Arsenal playing yesterday in the fog? We all saw the matches yesterday. The Liverpool game, the Chelsea game, all of them. They were all in the fog, innit? Can you imagine that? The Arsenal fans will be blaming the fog. Only affected them. Moan. Don't forget to eat while you watch your football. Here's Ipswich Town on the ball. Arsenal being penned back. Calvin Phillips. Can you imagine if Calvin Phillips scores an equaliser? For Ipswich Town. Oh my days. The Arsenal fans will be fuming. On 70 minutes, Saliba defending Ipswich Town on the penalty area. He's got the ball back, Saliba. Very good defender, I can't deny. Saliba. Oh my God, he's just chopped him up. Timber is just chopped up. It's been chopped up. Hutchinson has just gone over to Timber and chopped off one of his legs. He's all right, though. Ipswich Town substitution incoming. I think they're bringing in young Sam. No, J.Clarke. And he replaces Sam Szmodics. Szmodics. I probably butchered his surname. Yeah, J.Clarke is coming on for Ipswich Town. And Arsenal are bringing on the other Mikel Arteta, Aka, nicknamed Mikel Merino. And he replaces Gabriel Jesus. Now, to me, that feels like taking off an offensive player and putting on a defensive player. So is Mikel Arteta now thinking in his mind, let's just see this game out to 1-0. That is taking off an offensive player, an attacking player, and he took off and he brought on a defensive player with Mikel Merino. So let's see what happens now. I think anything can happen here. I think anyone in the chat, I think the last 10 minutes, the last 5 minutes, the tempo from Ipswich is going to go up because they do that at the end of the matches. They did that against us, I have to say. But they're not... there's no foul. I was in the penalty area. Oh my days. Trossard there. There's no injury there to him now. Yeah, Mikel Merino is a CDM. So, without reading too much into it, Mikel Arteta is happy with 1-0 win. That he doesn't think that they can score with how it is right now. But then by putting on Merino and taking off Gabriel Jesus, they should be like shoring up that 1-0 lead. Let's see if it works out. It's a contrast with how Mikel Arteta thinks and a contrast how Arnold Slot would think with his players. Arnold Slot will be saying to his Liverpool players, having gone one goal up, go after the second goal, go after the third goal, and that's why they're the top of the league, in the Champions League and in the Premier League. Or am I seeing too much into it? They're pushing each other into the penalty area. How did that stay out? It was on target there. But there was a lot of wrestling going on in that penalty box area. And here comes Arsenal on the right-hand side. Trossard. Oh, there's a corner kick now. And Rice is getting the crowd up there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Good blocking defending by the Ipswich Town players. O'Shea. It's still only 1-0. Anything can happen. I'm coming up to about 74 minutes. So anything is happening. Anything could happen. And here comes the Arsenal. And they're going for the back post. No one was there. Gabriel gets the ball out to Martin Odegaard. And Ipswich Town now grab the ball. Could they do a counter? Not really. There's no outlet. That's the problem with Ipswich. If they get hold of the ball deep in their half, they don't really have someone up top to give the ball up to hold up. And this is Arsenal. Oh, that's a goal. That has to be a goal. How did Arsenal not score there? I'm on 74 minutes. What a clever little ball there. One touch football. Trossard to Kai Havertz missing it, fluffing his lines. I wonder that's why Chelsea might have got rid of him. I don't rate Kai Havertz. Sorry, just don't rate him. That's a penalty. Ipswich Town player man wrestles an Arsenal player down. So I do call it fairly, but I think Arsenal should have had a penalty there. It was off the ball. Oh, I haven't reached that yet, actually, but big up to you. Here's Arsenal on the attack. I'm on 75 minutes, coming up to 76. Arsenal on the ball on the right-hand side. Oh, my back. Odegaard. I think the player for Arsenal will be Odegaard. He's the best player. Everything has gone through him. Odegaard there. Merino. Oh, good save. And the rebound landed favorably for the goalkeeper, Ipswich Town goalkeeper. Very good save by the Ipswich Town goalkeeper. And Marino. Yeah, you're right there. Nice save by the keeper. Good hand. Cutting from the right side there. Marino cuts into the left-hand side. The goalkeeper dives to his right. And the ball was on target. He gets one hand, two hands onto it roughly. And he was lucky with the seconds. It didn't land to an Arsenal player. Please hit. Frank McClintock is in the building. Frank McClintock is in the building. Please hit a like. Can you imagine if Ipswich Town equalise? Oh, my days. But I don't want them to. I want them to drop points. But I mean, to go to it's still over 10 minutes of normal time to be played. Well, anything could happen. I mean, these players can't blame the fog. There isn't any fog. Very confident on the ball, the Arsenal players. At the back, passing the ball, switching the ball from left to right. Ipswich Town are not doing a high press, so they're just waiting for them to make a mistake as they pass the ball. Like this instance, I'm on 78 minutes. But Arsenal gather any loose balls. Timber. Arsenal looking to finish this game off by getting their second goal. Patiently trying to play the ball through the lines, around the wings of either side of the penalty area. And this is Ipswich Town on the offensive. An Arsenal player's gone down like he's been chopped up. Referees having none of it. Ipswich Town players passing the ball. Oh, they've stopped the ball. They've stopped the ball because the player's still down. He thinks he might be head injury. Martin Odegaard. What is he cheating about now? Oh, nothing. He might have just got like a finger in his face. Let me have a look at that. Nothing. It's just like a little finger in his face. He's just moaning. He just had a little finger stroked by his face. And he's like, he's just wasted 5 or 6 minutes. Unbelievable Arsenal players. Ipswich Town about to make a substitution, bringing a youngster on. Oh, no, I tell a lie. It's a triple substitution for Ipswich Town. Oh, my days. That is Ali Al-Hamadi, Nathan Broadhead, and Jack Taylor. They're coming on. And coming off was Liam Lapp, Ben Johnson, and Jens Cajuste. So throwing the dice on it, Ipswich Town making a triple substitution on 79. So the last 10 minutes they're going to have, this is their plan B. And they do finish strong sometimes, I have to say. That's their last throw of the dice there. When managers do a triple substitution 10 minutes from time, there's a reason for that. It's Hutchinson on the ball. Now, can Ipswich Town get an equaliser here? Now, oh, he's lost the ball. Oh, Hutchinson, what are you doing, mate? He's only a young player, but that's okay. He's only a young player. He'll learn from that. Good intent by you can't make self-made errors like that. Not against the side of Arsenal. We found that at Crystal Palace. We found that. Then we lost. But here comes Ipswich Town again. Arsenal players are diving. Yeah, they'll be in the Olympic swimming pool, trying to go for gold. Martinelli, and there he goes diving again. Oh my God! Nothing touched him, and he's going nah. He's going that he got hit on the leg. He didn't get touched. Let's have a look. Nothing. There's nothing there. That's not fair. If anything, you should be booked for diving. Oh, this is nonsense. Absolutely. It makes a shams. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah. Arsenal SR. Arsenal players diving. I mean, it's just playing E4 online. I'll be out for a while. All right. Big up to you, SR7s. Thank you very much for dropping in. And don't forget to do your work. Don't get in trouble. We're still Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0, 81 minutes. And Gabriel is manhandling the Hamadi there. Al-Hamadi, yeah. I tell you what, that Ipswich Town goalkeeper has got to be the tallest goalkeeper I've seen for a while. Anything can happen. Ipswich Town with the ball into the Arsenal half, attacking on the left-hand side, passing it back. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Hutchinson on the ball. We need someone to take an initiative for Ipswich Town and take it to Arsenal, but do they have the quality for them? They don't want to make a mistake and get a counter against from Arsenal. And the Arsenal home crowd are cheering their players. Ipswich Town still on the ball. On the far side, Phillips on the ball now. Crosses the ball out to the right-hand side. Hutchinson on the ball again. He's been booed by the home crowd. Ipswich Town trying to play the ball through the lines against Arsenal. That's too difficult. They're very, very compact, Arsenal. They'll have to have a really off day, and they're not having that today. The ball drops favourably for a midfielder here for Ipswich Town. He's turned around. He's allowed to turn. 1 touch, 2 touch. Broad day. Phillips moves it out to the left. They're pressing Arsenal back into their own penalty area, so anything can happen here. And Arsenal win the ball back. That's what it is. They're better off just having a shot on goal. At least they trouble to keep it. Anything, a deflection. Martinelli is about to dive. I know he didn't dive this time. He's always diving. Please hit the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Arsenal to send. Looks like Arsenal going to do a substitution. I think that the moment that Mikel Arteta brought on Merino on for Gabriel Jesus, he wanted to shore up and see it out for an Arsenal 1-0 win. But it's still 1-0 win. It was about 85 minutes I'm on. I don't know what you lot are on. But anything can happen. Arsenal on the attack now. Into the 85th minute. Havertz on the ball. Oh, my fingers are going back to fall asleep. I need to get like a stand for this phone. Trossard. I think that's a corner for Arsenal. No, it's a goal kick. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're watching on playback. And Thomas Partey coming on for Declan Rice. And just coming up to the 86 minutes, I expect there to be at least 5 or 6 minutes of extra time. With all the diving and wasting time from Odegaard and Martinelli, should be about 10 minutes of additional extra time. They've got to add at least 3 minutes for Martinelli and Odegaard wasting time while being injured. At least 3 minutes each. Here comes Ipswich Town. So that makes it 6 minutes. Here's Ipswich Town on the attack. We need a favourable ball. Here's Ipswich Town on the attack. And ball out on the right-hand side. No, he's lost it. Oh, that's terrible. He's a bit heavy with his first touch, and now he's created a foul. Ipswich Town are trying, but it's just his first touch was too heavy there for Davies. Bit unlucky on the lad. Yeah, he needs a little touch to play the foot forward and then just whip it in. I've just seen someone say that Kai Havertz has been made man of the match. What have they been watching? They're probably after a pass to get some prawn sandwiches somewhere and a bit of champagne. How's Kai Havertz the man of the match in this match? I'd give it to Odegaard, if anything. We didn't have to do anything for the goal. If anything, Trossard's cross, that was what made the goal. It was literally just jogging back into goal and opened his foot up and then just scored. The goal was made by the cross of Trossard. But I think everything's gone through Odegaard, the Arsenal captain. So if anyone's going to be man of the match, I think he should get it. As a neutral watching this game. Ipswich Town coming into the penalty area. Could they get a penalty here? No. Here's O'Shea. Dara O'Shea. I think there should be at least 7 minutes of a minimal extra time. If they do anything less than 5 minutes, this is rigged. Because Martinelli was laying on the pitch. Odegaard was laying on the pitch twice in the second half. Oh, Jack Taylor with a shot. And that's not counting all the others. So, Hutchinson. I'm not sure why the Arsenal fans are booing Hutchinson. He's only a young lad. He crosses the ball into the back post. And David Raya. It's easy pickings for him. I think that's H.Clarke coming on for Ipswich Town. I think that might be Luke coming off for Ipswich Town. I could be wrong. Odegaard on the ball. Yes, I can confirm that it's Luke Woolfenden that makes way. And that's H.Clarke coming on. It's still 1-0 only. Oh my God, they're giving 4 minutes of additional extra time. How can there be only 4 minutes? Didn't you lot count the amount of time that Martinelli and Martin Odegaard were on the pitch, on the pitch, just laying down? That would one of them would at least done 4 minutes. I think this is rigged. I should at least be 6 minutes. Mind you, I don't think in 6 minutes Ipswich Town are going to get the equaliser, to be honest. I think from the Arsenal's perspective is that they're going to secure a clean sheet. No further injuries not that I can see in this match. 3 points. And but here comes Ipswich on 91 minutes. No, they just haven't got enough in the last third. They haven't been able to create anything, and certainly trouble David Raya in his goal, in his Arsenal goal, for 90 minutes. They're not going to do it in extra time. I think Arsenal should be able to see this out. I mean, 2 minutes of additional extra time. I mean, not bad for Ipswich Town to go to the Emirates and just only go a goal down. But Ipswich Town players down injured. Yeah, Kai Havertz has just elbowed one of the Ipswich Town players in the throat. No yellow card. I'll say no more. Please hit a like and subscribe at DiegoC Palace. This is a dual watch along. Earlier on, Brighton 0, Brentford 0. Brentford were denied a goal by the referee and the VAR referee. Brighton fans always get the decisions by VAR, quite frankly, in the Premier League. And here goes Ipswich Town. Oh, hello. That's a foul, ref. How is that not a foul? Oh, my days. This referee. Oh, no. The Ipswich Town away fans must be thinking, what is going on? How is that not a foul? And oh, is it all finished there? Ipswich Town on the attack here, possibly in the last kick of the match. Calvin Phillips is passing it back, sideways or backwards. The goal's the other way, Calvin Phillips. Is that way. I don't think they've got enough. They're having trouble there, David Raya, in the whole 90 minutes. I don't think they've had a shot on goal. Or maybe once that I missed. They're not going to do it in the last minute. If they had like another 4 or 5 minutes, perhaps. But, yeah, I think you're right, Steve. I think they are going to see this out. It's Hutchinson on the ball on the right-hand side, coming in towards the Arsenal penalty area. He cuts it in. Ipswich Town. Shoot! Oh, his own player got in the way. Oh, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Ipswich Town finally get a ball on target and it hits the backside of one of his own players. Hutchinson comes in. He shoots. I don't know. I tell a lie. He hit the back of the Arsenal player. I tell a lie. Oh, was that a handball though? Comes off the side of Havertz, but it's not a handball. And that could have been a penalty. That has ended. It is Arsenal 1-0 to the Arsenal. Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0. And they are within 6 points of Liverpool at the top. Of course, Liverpool still to play that game that wasn't played because of the weather conditions against Everton at Goodison Park, the Merseyside derby. But they are 6 points away from Liverpool. And Kai Havertz's goal there, he was strolling into the goal. For me, the cross from Trossard, that's what made the goal. He should have got it. But I think the man of the match, I think on performance-wise, everything worked through and from the Arsenal captain, Odegaard, Martin Odegaard. So, but for some reason, someone in the commentary box, they gave it to Kai Havertz. Perhaps they want prawn sandwiches and a bit of champagne later on. But that's ended Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at DiegoC Palace if you are new. I'm just going to see if there's any other. I don't think there's any other matches ongoing right now. But thank you very much for big up to you, Steve. Yeah, Arsenal made it hard for themselves. It ended Brighton 0, Brentford 0, Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 0. Yeah, I knew there was another one. You're right. Oh my God. In the Scottish Championship, not the Premiership, the Scottish Championship, it ended Dunfermline Athletic 3, Falkirk 3. Who scored the equaliser at the end? Let's have a look. It was Dunfermline Athletic. Falkirk were 3 minutes away from 90 minutes. And then in 2 minutes of additional extra time, Dunfermline Athletic equalised. Unbelievable. The whole crowd must have thought they won. It ended up Dunfermline Athletic 3, Falkirk 3. Can you imagine that? Scoring 2 goals away and then losing it in extra time. It's the Australian League, Belgian League, the Indian League, and Portuguese. Oh, there is a game going on. Aruca. Yes, there is a club called Aruca. I don't know. It's in Portugal. Premier League against Gil Vicente. And they're leading 1-0 up and they're in added extra time. Big up to Steve in the chat. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Yeah, definitely Arsenal. Solid performance from there. You know what? Solid defending performance from Ipswich Town. You can't deny it, but they didn't create enough. They didn't trouble David Raya at all, in my opinion. I'm going to go to the stats, but I couldn't see more than one, probably not even none, attack directly on the Arsenal goal. Let's see. Oh, he hasn't come up. Oh, I don't know why it's not coming up. Okay, it hasn't come up. Maybe they're doing it right now. But definitely, there wasn't enough done against the Arsenal goal there. David Raya had a very few comfortable. Arsenal could have scored more goals. Declan Rice could have scored. They did score actually a second goal, but it was ruled offside in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's positives for both sides. Positives for Ipswich Town, the way they've gone away to the Emirates and only lost by 1-0. A loss is a loss, but the way they defended, I think they'll take stock with them from that. I agree with someone in the chat. I think Hutchinson, he was very good. He did make a few mistakes in the second half, towards the end of the second half, when he shouldn't have. But he's a very young player. You can't throw that on him all the time. And not really a nasty, not many yellow cards or anything like that. But definitely, if I go to the tables now in the Premier League, it's now, I did say, I think it's 6 points. 6. Yes, I was right. Arsenal are 6 points away from Liverpool, but Liverpool have still to play Everton in that Merseyside derby because it was postponed. They had a 12:30 kickoff in the morning when there was that storm, but it got cancelled. Funny enough, all the 3 p.m. kickoffs, they all went ahead. My Palace was playing that day, and we played well. But it's Crystal Palace. We're down in 16th place, but at the top, Arsenal are 6 points away from Liverpool in second place. Chelsea dropping to third place on 35 points. Of course, they slipped up yesterday against Fulham. The Fulham fans having the bragging rights on the Fulham Road. They're on the cusps, on the footsteps of the bridge at Chelsea. For those of you who know, the Chelsea Stadium is on the Fulham Road, and the Fulham football fans, they've got the bragging rights this weekend, or at the end of this year, because they beat Chelsea 2-1 at the bridge. Having said that, Chelsea should have scored a few more goals and shouldn't just rely on Cole Palmer to score all their goals. Mamadou, he wasn't playing. Cuckoo, I should say. He wasn't playing in the first half for Chelsea. I don't know why he didn't play for them. Nottingham Forest, they also won, but they're lying in fourth. They're doing remarkably well for the start of this season. I wonder if once they realise that they are safe in the Premier League, I wonder if their results will start to pitter and they'll drop like a stone. I don't know. If you talk to a Nottingham Forest fans, they'll probably think that. They'll think the moment they get to 42 or 41 points, that's it. The form will just drop. But who knows? But they're up in fourth, and the table doesn't lie. They've got a goal difference of 5. The ones who've got the best goal difference is Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool, and in that order, that's how they are on the table, with Liverpool at the top. So, but Nottingham Forest have only got a 5+ goal difference. Newcastle, Bournemouth are the next clubs below Chelsea. I don't discount Manchester City. They just need to get injured players back, bit of form back, and they'll probably climb back into Europe. But you have to scroll and scroll and scroll down to find clubs like West Ham United, Manchester United, and Everton, 13th, 14th, and 15th. West Ham on 23, Manchester United on 22 points in 14th place. Everton are in 15th place on 17 points, and my Crystal Palace are on 16th place, having played 18 on 17 points. So for Everton, have only played 17 because they haven't played that match that was postponed because of the bad weather, because of the storm against Liverpool. Storm or no storm, I can't see them beating Liverpool. Just can't see it. But that's they're on 17 points, the same as my Crystal Palace. So I always say that as long as my Crystal Palace in the Premier League have scored more points than games played, then we're there and thereabouts, but we're not. We're on 17 points and we've played 18. So there's a lot of work still to be done. But I have to say, I'm going to end up on this. To go to Bournemouth, the Crystal Palace away fans, the Crystal Palace players, squad, the manager, Oliver Glasner, to go to Bournemouth and to get a clean sheet and to get a point, that's some doing, because many a side, certainly every side, if I'm not mistaken, 10th going downwards, they've all had mares up there. Manchester United got chopped up the weekend before up there. I think they lost 3-0 or something, 3-1 or something. We all know how they turned over Bournemouth, how they turned over Manchester City earlier in the season. So to go to Bournemouth and get that point, it's a solid point. Bournemouth, for their troubles, they're up in 6th place on 29 points. Same points as Newcastle, who are in 5th. So all to play for coming into the new year. I'm happy of their consistency and results that Crystal Palace are doing. Oliver Glasner's getting them to improve levels in that new formation of playing 3 at the back with the wing backs, and the transition from defence to attack with that formation in mind. So, and for Liverpool, they're just relentless. But mind you, Arnold Slot, he's inherited those players, good players, and he has no injuries thus far, not serious injuries to key players. And so he's not had to rebuild the team like Oliver Glasner with that formation. So, right, Steve mentioned that on Saturday. Yes, there are no Premier League games tomorrow, but tomorrow in the Scottish Championship there are matches, Scottish League One, and there is some Italian football. Calgary is up against Inter Milan. That could be interesting there. And Lazio versus Atlanta. I might check that out later on for tomorrow. I might just have a day off or just work on other bits on the channel. And then, of course, it's the weekend. Not Saturday, but then Sunday, Premier League, Leicester City versus Manchester City. Crystal Palace versus Southampton. Everton versus Nottingham Forest. Fulham versus Bournemouth. Tottenham Hotspur versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's going to be a tasty one. I think who's going to turn up? Who's going to win? West Ham United versus Liverpool. And so there's some tasty morsels there for the 29th on the Sunday. And the Scottish Premiership, Celtic versus St Johnstone, top versus bottom, I think, or maybe then thereabouts. Rangers are away to Motherwell. Hibs are home to Kilmarnock. Ross County is picking up loads of points against Hearts. I expect them to beat Hearts. St Mirren versus Dundee. Dundee United versus Aberdeen, who got chopped up 4 goals yesterday. Can't believe they lost 4-0. And it's also Championship. So that's on Sunday. A lot of football there. And then on the Monday, it's starting off Aston Villa versus Brighton, Ipswich Town versus Chelsea, and Manchester United versus Newcastle. I can see Eddie Howe and the Newcastle away fans and their players getting something at Old Trafford. That's going to be a tough one. Oh, God. That's going to be a tough one. Now, I have to end it on this. The response from all of you out there on subscriptions, on likes, please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're watching on playback. But for the Christmas period, the response from all of you has been absolutely amazing. The likes, the views, the subscriptions, but please keep that on. Thank you very much for the support. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, or if you celebrate something else, if you're having time off work, take it easy, seeing the new incoming year well. But overall, thank you very much for the support, everyone out there on the channel. I'm going to end it on the chat. Big up to you, Steve, in the chat. Steve RFC. Big up to Alex SR7. I can get my mouse to work. Big up to Ajita Majoran. from the Kingdom of Nepal. I hope you are well as well. Thank you very much for dropping in. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else in. I can't see. Steve, Ajita Majoran. No, I think I can't see anybody else. But definitely, I've put the lineups for all 4 teams that played this evening in the chat and in the description. So if you are interested in those sort of stats, or by all means, go and check it out. Right, this is Diego C. Palace. Stay safe, everybody out there. Stay warm. Keep safe because the weather's going to pick up a bit bad coming into the new year. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, perhaps, or perhaps on Saturday. Thank you very much for tuning in, for dropping a like. If you're watching on playback, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Like the live stream. And yep, it's 2 hours on the clock. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. And stay safe, everybody. Just making sure there's no chat stem. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.